Lights on Stratford is currently going on around town, and it's just an absolutely beautiful display of lights on Tom Patterson Island and downtown Stratford, which includes a North American debut. And here to help promote it is Zac Gribble, Executive Director of Destination Stratford. And Zac, the phrase, if you build it, they will come, is absolutely perfect for our own field of dreams, or in this case, lights in this manner.
Absolutely. Thanks for this opportunity to chat, Eddie. It's always a pleasure. I'm feeling very fortunate on behalf of Destination Stratford and Lights on Stratford that we are able to continue with the Light Festival. As you know, last year with the stay-at-home order, that wasn't the case eventually. And it's been interesting to see how Lights on Stratford has morphed during this time where, we are under, quasi-lockdown restrictions at the moment and no indoor dining, et cetera. And it's become a symbol for hope and a really important outlet for mental health and light therapy, for our community and others to have something that's beautiful, that's artistic, and that's safe and outdoors to do, and helping us get through these next couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, you brought up a great point that it is a bit of mental therapy and of light and sound. It's fantastic. Explain to us about Sky Castle and then Journey to the Stars and the Shakespearean Gardens, if you wouldn't mind.
Sure. So, we have a lots going on around town in terms of light displays. Some of our main locations that you mentioned there include Market Square, Tom Patterson Island, and Shakespearean Gardens, and the Avon Theatre as well. Some of them have been up since we launched back in December 17th, but perhaps the most apropos for our theme this year, which is Journey, is the journey that Sky Castle took. It's coming to us all the way from Australia, and it was an arduous journey, to say the least. There were all kinds of issues, which I know everyone's dealing with supply chains and delays, but it arrived at the Port of Vancouver right at the point that the flooding disasters were happening there. And so it actually sat there for 6 weeks. And so we had to delay the launch of it. But earlier this week, we were able, with the help of our amazing crew, because there was troubleshooting to do and some technical fixes and some really tough winter weather and high winds, but we persevered and we launched on Wednesday. And it is just delightful to see Market Square come to life with this interactive sculpture. There are 20 arches, each are 5 meters tall, and they're interactive. And as you walk through them, it senses your movement and it changes colors. And there's a xylophone soundtrack that actually amplifies the more people are interacting within it. So the feedback we've been getting has been phenomenal, especially during these dark times. So as I mentioned, the symbol of the rainbows that come after a storm is really resonating with people.
Yeah, but this and you and I both know about this. We've seen it firsthand, and it's a double-edged sword. Lots of people have seen these displays, but here we have restaurants that could be capitalizing on the foot traffic, but they're under these still dine-in restrictions. They're still in place.
Yeah, obviously, this festival grew out of the pandemic from 2020 as an economic recovery initiative with some long-term goals to have a more robust year-round tourism economy. And things were really going well for the first 3 weeks. And of course, with the current wave and the restrictions, we've had to adapt like everyone. And we all are also dealing with all the frustrations that many of the businesses and manufacturers in the town and region are, such as supply chain issues and staffing shortages. And but I was there for the last couple of evenings in Market Square and Tom Patterson Island in particular, and there were just so many young families and young kids. And I realized for the first time in a long time, I was surrounded by, peals of joyous laughter and a lot of happiness. And that was more than enough to motivate our crew, to keep going, and make sure that these are up for the community and folks that need a bit of light therapy to come and enjoy.
Yeah, and that's what I noticed too when we were there the other night. The families that were there and the kids that were really enjoying it, and the amount of people that the great sign that you've had out front of hope, and that's all we're dealing with now, and it's just placing our faith in hope for a brighter future, and to see the pictures that everybody's standing around that and enjoying this light display is fantastic. So congratulations. Before I let you go, there's a good contest that we should encourage people to take advantage of, called Lights On, Ovens Off, and I love that terminology for it.
Yeah, so this is through the BIA, Downtown Stratford BIA, and we were originally going to have all kinds of special, unique features within local restaurants, but obviously we had to shift plans, and so that contest is a fabulous one, which really helps our restaurant, restaurant industry, and promotes taking out and celebrating that. And so there's weekly prizes for that particular one. We also have a contest that launched today. We kept one of our Love Stratford holiday edition boxes that sold out, within a couple of hours. We kept one of them for a giveaway. So that launched today on the Lights on Stratford channels. So yeah, we're doing everything we can, to support our local businesses and our community. And we will do what it takes to keep the lights on. I would encourage anyone who's interested in coming to visit our website at lightsonstratford.ca, because we will put any notices if there are wind closures or if restrictions change or anything like that. We keep that up to date on a daily basis. But we really hope to see happy folks come and participate. And we will get through this. And this is a light to symbolize that we're on the path there.
Last day is January 28th.
That's the last day. So we still have 2 full weeks. Yeah, it's been an interesting logistical exercise in terms of making sure that we can do this safely with distancing. We do encourage folks to bring a mask, stay distanced, be kind, be safe, and really just enjoy the lights.
Yeah, and take lots of pictures and share it, because people love to see that, and it's just great promotion for Destination Stratford as well. We want everybody outside of town to be able to see this and come to town as well. To you and your team, Zac, congratulations. You've done a magnificent job, and it really is something to go and see again and again.
Thanks so much, Eddie. And I am pleased to let you know that we're already starting to plan for next winter. So this legacy will continue, and this is going to grow into something, as an annual event that we can all be really proud of.
I'll bring out my light bright, okay?
Perfect.
Zac Gribble from Destination Stratford joining us. I'm Eddie Matthews from the Stratford and District Chamber of Commerce.